Hey, bookworms! Today we're getting spicy and choosing violence. Book talk has become a huge motivator in book sales since 2020. There's lots of room for reviews and recommending books. Today I'm sharing my hot take. Books I think got more hype than they should have. So grab your notebook and pen, or maybe in this case, don't, because this is the book list. Number 1. I'm coming out of the gate swinging with this one. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. There are a lot of Maas fanatics out there that will overhype any of her books. Dare I say I feel the same way about the ACOTAR sequels? But I digress. This is about Throne of Glass. The story is sort of alright, but the main character, Selena, is a fraud. In my opinion, her attitude and drive does not match the supposed greatest assassin role that we're meant to see her in. Overall, I think there's really weak character development and practically zero world building. This is on my would not recommend list. Number 2, Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I'm sorry, I just don't get it. I have tried 3 times to read this book and have DNF'd it all 3 times. The characters are insipid brats, and the plot is super predictable. There is a saccharine sweetness to this book that just makes my teeth hurt. This book at least has the decency to add a healthy level of smut to make up for some of the other faults. I would say this is a good read when you have been chewed up and spit out by another book and just need something more cozy comfortable. I will still argue that it's overhyped on TikTok though. Number 3, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now I know I'm dropping viewers with this one. This book has a large support system and high ratings on Goodreads, and I can see why some people like it, but I think there's some dramatization to this unfaltering adoration. I think liking this book became a fad and less about rating a book by each person's actual rating standards. I think because this book is willing to explore culture and sexuality more than some, it got higher praises than the plot and characters deserved. Number 4, The Selection by Kira Cass. I will preface this one with, I'm not much for YA books. I feel like the YA reviewers on TikTok have a larger presence, much like the presence here on YouTube, because more people are willing to admit to reading YA than some more adult literature. There are more people hyping YA books. I don't hate these books outright. That's not what this list is for. I just think it's overhyped for the stories that we are being told. I do have an issue with the world building in this one. It just seems too far-fetched. I don't find it believable that America could fall in that way. Also, really, a main character named America? Cringe. Well, hello there. I'm surprised you're still hanging on to my blasphemy today. Did you know that 95% of my viewers aren't subscribed to my channel? If you're still here, would you do me the honor of liking and subscribing? Number 5, City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Clare is much like Moss in my opinion. There just seems to be a cult following for anything Clare, and they managed to get this trending on the Clock app. This book is such a rip-off from other books, it's not even funny. There are so many parts that seem to have come straight from other pop culture pieces and books. I don't know how more people haven't seen these parallels and called her on it. We basically have Jenny Weasley and Draco Malfoy written right into the books with new names. This one came off as a glorified fan fiction. Also, the incest thing puts me firmly in the hell no for this one. Why is there so much hype? Number 6, Zodiac Academy by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. I need a Cliff Notes version so I can skip to the good parts. There's a lot of speculation online that these books are so long just so the authors can make more money because Kindle Unlimited pays by the page. These books take forever to get anywhere. I'm so bored. I'm part the way through book 5 and keep wondering when we'll do anything at all. Boring. Also, it's been noted to be a reverse harem, and I will counter that with a where? So far, that's not happened. If I manage to stay awake, maybe I'll finish this series just to see if it ever does. Number 7, The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater left me wondering what the heck did I even read? I liked the first book and thought it had potential, but it all went downhill from there. Honestly, the series as a whole just got weirder and weirder, making keeping up with all the strange things confusing. The weird shifts back and forth between Blue and Gansey's adventures, and then the things their friend can create, I just don't get it. Was all the strange, over the top things really helping the plot? I don't really know, since I didn't understand what the point was by the end of it all. I would hard pass on a reread. Number 8, Flock by Kate Stewart. Ooh, this one made me mad. And I have basically said I won't read TikTok recommendations anymore after this one. I wanted to like this one. It had all the right ideas. Bully romance and reverse harems are like candy to me. But this one just ain't it. At some point, there needs to be more to a bully romance than just being an asshole all the time. Also, this secret everyone is keeping just gets annoying. There doesn't seem to be enough connection for Cecilia and the boys, so I don't understand why she keeps going back to these boys. Cecilia is a whiny and a baby, and I just want her to grow the heck up. But we know right off from the beginning she won't, because she's having a flashback for most of the story, and we know her 26-year-old whiny self is crawling back to these guys who don't care about her. Ugh. Number 9, Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. These are trash, and I mean it in the best possible way. I love them for the alien smutty weirdness that they are, but I think the hype is way overdone. These books are for a very specific kind of reader, and the trending rate of them is unnerving. I did not like the initial intimate scenes, and how after all the abuse these women endured, all of a sudden a strong leader falls for the first guy and lets him do whatever he pleases. That was almost the end of the series for me right there. I decided to keep going because aliens or romance just suck me in sometimes. Like I said, this list isn't about books I hate, just books I think are overhyped. I like these books and have read 10 of them so far. I'm debating if I will keep going though. I think there is a sensationalism involved in this because people were being open to admitting online in a very public place that they're reading about alien men with blue hardware, and the mostly conservative YA community went a little wild. And that's it for today. Like I said, I stopped taking recommendations from TikTok, so I don't even have a 10th book to round out the list for you. What did you think of my hot take? Do you agree? Do you disagree? These books are listed below and have been added to the Amazon bookshelf, but don't say I didn't warn you. Let me know in the comments. What will you read next?